If you are eating your breakfast this morning, a little disclaimer, we're about to get adventurous, so this might not be your flavor. We're talking about cheeks, tongues, gizzards, oxtail. They might be called offal, O-F-F-A-L, but they're considered awfully good by many fans of these so-called odd bits, and many of us are a little afraid to plunge our palates into these peculiar parts. You can see why, it's right in front of us. But Chef Extraordinaire Pierre Lamielle is dropping by to give us the delicious details on cooking with offal, and you have assured me that this is good.
Yeah, I've got you some gateway offal here. So I'm doing a tongue to tail soup. Okay, so I've got an oxtail here, I've got a tongue over here, and I'm gonna put these together and make you a really delicious soup. This is a gateway stuff. None of these things filter urine or any weird things like that.
Okay, good. We're just going to turn your mic on because we want to hear all of these details of what you're saying here. Okay, so you were saying we're going end to end here, and there's nothing. This isn't like an organ. So you know, if you've tried liver and that isn't really of your flavor, then this is something that is a good entry point.
Yeah. So this is gateway offal. So tongue, it's just a piece of meat, right? It's just a delicious piece of meat. Oxtail, really nice. It's got lots of shredded meat on it, fat and gelatin. So when you're making a soup out of this, it tastes really great.
Okay, fantastic. What are some of the other things that qualify as offal?
Liver, kidney, brains.
Brains.
Yeah, things like that that are a little more adventurous.
Yeah.
But you know what? All these things really do taste good. They have qualities that make them delicious, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do with the tongue is once you've got this cooked, we're gonna put up a recipe later. Once you've got this cooked, you need to peel the tongue. It has a really strong skin on it. So,
why? Oh, skin, okay.
Yeah, so it's the skin. Now this is a lot easier to peel when it's still warm. Okay, it just kind of peels off with your hands, but now I'm gonna use my knife because it's cooled down a bit. Okay.
All right, so this is cooked already.
It's already cooked. Yeah, this has been cooking for, it's a really fun thing to make on a lazy day, a lazy braising day. You just put it on the stove or in the oven for, 5 hours.
All
and
right.
away it goes.
Away it goes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shred that tongue.
Now, where do you get this from? You just ask your butcher?
Yeah, I get mine from Silver Sage in the Calgary Farmers Market, and they always have a tongue there. But you know what? The people that like tongue really like tongue. So they go there early and they pick it up. So if you want a special requested tongue, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, some of the advantages also, you're talking about the taste, but there's also, I mean, this is economical. It's
cheap, right? All these are offcuts. Most people don't, especially in Calgary, everyone wants the prime cuts. These are subprimal. So these are all, not ideal cuts to some people. But they taste great. They're really cheap. They have what we call squidgy bits. Which is
I can see them from here.
All the connective little gelatin bits and everything that make it taste delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna make this soup right now. This is the broth that I got from cooking the oxtail and the tongue together for so long.
Yes.
Okay, and then this is a big pile of entrails.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. It's udon noodles, which are delicious. Everybody likes udon noodles. So we're gonna do me a big bowl, and you're gonna get a nice little bowl here.
A tiny entry-level bowl.
Tiny little, yeah.
Thank you.
Intro to offal.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so Jill, I'm gonna get you to start putting in little bits of tongue.
We're assembling our soup. Oh, I get to select my own tongue.
Yeah, and the cool thing about having a tongue is you don't have to eat it all at once. You stick it in your fridge and you can slice little bits off whenever you want it. You can make a really great tongue sandwich. It's awesome. And, or you can throw a little bit in a tossed salad. That's always really good.
This actually looks pretty lean.
Yeah, it's a really nice lean cut of meat. Now you got some really good fat in the oxtail. Okay. That's delicious. Oh, you gave me a lot more than you.
Sure did.
Here, watch yourself. I'm gonna pour you a little bit of broth there.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oxtail.
Okay. I'm gonna get a little more tongue for me because I'm French and I like, well, French people like tongue. Okay, so then.
I'm French too, my friend. I can't say the same thing. Okay, here you go. This is all you.
Beautiful.
Now, when you cook these meats, do they take on the flavor of what you're cooking
Absolutely.
them in? Are they pretty...
These are really, really neutral flavored meats, especially the tongue. I mean, I've got a tongue in my mouth all the time. I never taste it. It's very neutral, so it's whatever flavor you add to it that makes it taste good. So I've give you a little shot of fresh ginger there. I'm gonna do the same thing with some carrots and some green onions.
Okay.
There's some sesame seeds there too. Now this really needs a big shot of soy because we haven't got any salt in there yet. So
let's go salt. Salt it up.
yeah, it's gonna make it taste delicious.
You know, the uni we tasted in 2013 didn't taste any different with the soy on it, I'll tell you that much. That's a pretty strong flavor. Okay, I'm being prompted to dig in. Is
go
it time?
For it. Tuck in, yeah.
Okay, now where can people find, you've made a t-shirt
that
you're
check
wearing.
out my offal shirt from tongue to tail. And this one's on foodonyourshirt.com too.
Okay, that's where you can get them.
Yeah.
All right. Is it
Cheers.
time? Cheers, my friend.
Offal.
Offal.
Oh, I bit my tongue. Just kidding.
Oh, awful jokes. Okay,
Oh,
here we
awful
go.
jokes.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You're being very brave.
What's next? Oxtail? Oh my goodness.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay.
Did
Thank
you
you
swallow,
so much.
Did you swallow your tongue?
Sure did. Like to start off 2014 with an adventure. Oh my goodness. The oxtail, good. The tongue, that's a strange consistency.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really nice and soft. It's a lot softer and more tender than most meats.
Sure is. And your website again here?
Foodonyourshirt.com. I'll put the recipe up there too.
The recipe. High five, my friend. We succeeded.